I was having a train of thought that included both time-independent ethical principles and modern American political elections. There are these elections coming up, and it's almost standard practice for people to delay action with legislative stuff until after the election, so that they don't accidentally hurt their chances in the election. My first reaction with that is, what's wrong with you? This isn't a game. That stuff you're putting off is real stuff that means real things in real people's lives. And I could just kind of dismiss it as, oh, these are corrupt, self-serving politicians. But I think there's actually more nuance to it. I'm initially recoiling from what Swedenborg would call love of power. It's the idea that this person wants this position of power just to benefit themselves, specifically by getting prestige and money. They're commandeering the position that was meant to help the public and instead causing the public and the position to serve them, which everyone knows is not cool. So there, I've accused and convicted them. Case closed. But not so fast. In order for me to come to that conclusion, I have violated an ethical principle. Swedenborg called it a spiritual judgment, which is another way of saying that I've made a judgment of motives. I can't really know what's going on in their consciousness, in their heart when they're doing this stuff. There is another love of power, the good love of power, which is the love of having power because of the good you can do with it. This would be a person who sees problems and wants them solved, and so wants the office because it's the most effective way to solve these problems. And what I was realizing is that the system is set up so that I can't tell which is which. Someone delaying legislation could be doing it callously to keep a job and its perks, or they could be doing it because they know they can't accomplish the good they want to if they're out of office. So they're sacrificing a little good in the present for greater long-term good. I can't tell the difference, and the system can't tell the difference, which is a problem. We're never going to be able to stop corrupt motives from making their way into politics. It's like mold growing on a surface. Mold reproduces through tons of microscopic spores. You're never going to be able to keep the spores off the surface. There's too many of them, and they're too hard to spot. But if you spray it with vinegar, it becomes too acidic. The mold spores make it there, but they can't grow. It's just not the right environment for them. So what do we spray on the political system? These two loves of power look similar outwardly, but there are subtle differences, and knowing what we know about them, we should be able to design a political system that inhibits the selfish love of power, giving the good love of power a competitive advantage. What the specifics of that would be, I don't know. Maybe some kind of vow of poverty for politicians, like while you're in office you can't be earning more than $50,000 a year, and even extend this 4 years after leaving office, so you can't just jump right into a cushy job based on connections that you made during the job. Or maybe there's some kind of random election date. Nobody knows when re-election is coming. The date is generated by some computer and only announced 3 days before voting. So there's no time to campaign. You just have to count on goodwill built up by your actions in office. People who are just in it for themselves might be discouraged by the kind of life instability the position would now have, while people who were in it for the cause might be more willing to take a personal hit to advance the ball a few yards. Obviously, there are minds out there who are much better equipped to handle this than mine, and I would be interested to hear all of your thoughts on this. Political mold isn't helping anyone. What do we spray on it?